Yo, okay, so we're finally doing a test round tier list. I'm gonna rank everything that was new, changed. Obviously, I'm gonna be missing like 2 or 3 small things, but I try to get all like the massive like spell changes. I got the animations, I got the key bosses, some Beastmoon stuff, all of it. We're gonna do it, and let's start it. I will say that if there's anything you disagree with, literally just drop it down below in the comments. Trust me, I read every single comment. I will read it. And another thing is that my opinions are obviously screwed. I'm a PvP nerd. I love doing PvP. I'm not a big PvE or Beastmoon guy, but I promise I will look at both sides of everything, and yeah. And one last thing, if you enjoy the content, make sure to drop some on the channel, and there's a Discord you can join, link in the description, just go join it. So the pictures might be a little difficult to see, but I'll make sure to zoom in so you can see exactly, and I'll explain what it is. This one, if you can tell, it's a fire dragon, and this is talking about all of the AOE spells that were changed, all of the new animations, all the new sounds, all of that. That, I think, is an amazing update. What I will say is that there's some touches. There's some glitches on some of the animations, so I'm going to put it at A tier. Definitely, if it was perfect, it could be S tier, so if this is compared to like live round when the update actually drops, yeah, this would definitely be an S tier, but for now, I'm just going to leave it in A because it is a bit buggy. Next, we got some juicy Beastmoon stuff. We got the Beastmoon gear, and then we got 2 Beastmoon forms. Honestly, I don't really care about the Beastmoon forms. I hate to say it. I've done Beastmoon. I enjoy doing Beastmoon, but just more forms, I don't see the point of it. I really do not care that much personally. I know some people are really hyped for that, but for me personally, I'll put it at a D. But for the outfits, I think these outfits are really cool, and I think the Beastmoon outfits in general are really, really cool. There's something to grind for, something to craft. I'm going to put it a B tier. I think new gear and stitching is always something that is awesome, and I really love stitching, so I'm just going to put that at B tier. I think it's really solid. The gear isn't the prettiest. It doesn't really look that amazing, but new gear, new stuff, more grindables. I love it. Definitely a good B tier. This image right here is just some, I think it's like art, books, housing items that you can see. Honestly, I think this is pretty sick, but I don't really do a lot of housing, so I'm just going to put a B right in the middle. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they're actually like putting like art and stuff. I know they have that in Pirate. I think it's just cool that they're putting that in game. Really, nothing bad I can say about it. Just a pretty cool change or cool addition. So now we're going into the big hunka junka stuff, okay? We got skeleton key bosses. There's 2 new ones. There's the one in Grizzle, and there's the one in Caramel. I think both of these are very awesome, but I will have to say that I think the Caramel one is S tier. There's new wands. The new wands are super cool. They look amazing. The stats are super good. I know for Fire School they're amazing. I don't know about the other schools, but they look super cool. They're super good for PvP. So definitely an S tier, something to grind, you know. It's just dope. And now the Grizzleheim one goes hand in hand with this one right here, which is Spellements. So if you're not aware, the Grizzleheim key boss drops Spellements for Grendel's, Ride a Tasker, Spin, the green nut squirrel thing, and then Thor's hammer. So I think the way I'm going to do this, I think I'm going to give the Grizzleheim low A, because the fact that it drops Spellements is super nice, but Spellements are very rare. And I feel like every boss that does drop Spellements has an awful drop chance. Actually, no, I'm going to give it A for that. I'm going to give it like under the Spellements, or under the animations, because it's just not that amazing. You know, it's really, you can farm it for hours, spend like a dozen keys, and you'll maybe get 1 drop of Spellements, which won't even get you a full upgrade. So it's really an A tier. I think it's cool that they drop Spellements and they drop some Crowns gear, but the Crowns gear isn't good, and you rarely get the Spellements. That being said, I am putting this at an A tier also, or the Spellements for those spells. I think it's pretty cool. I love Spellements. I love the idea of them. Just really cool, and yeah, I like how they're adding it to more spells, especially lore spells. That's awesome. So yeah, I'll just give it right above the key boss because I just think they're cooler. I don't know. Next, we got some other Spellements for Pigsy. This is all of like all the pig spells from the Wisteria lore pack. All of these, I'm just gonna put them right beside. I'm gonna put them right above because I think the spells in this pack are a little bit better than the Grizzleheim pack. So yeah, it's simple as that goes right there. So before we get into all of the PvP changes and all of that, we got one more, which is a social tab. This is an S tier. I love this. It's an amazing addition. It's amazing, super simple thing that they added to the game, and it's amazing. You can quest with anybody. You can literally do anything. It's just amazing. It's such a simple thing to add, and it makes questing more interactive, more fun. You can meet new people, yada yada yada. It makes it easier. It's just amazing. I love it. Definitely S tier. So before I get into the actual spell changes, I'll just go with the brand new spells. This It's a picture that I stole from someone. Look, I don't know who you are. I googled the images. I found it. Look, I just took it. But yeah, this is all of the new trainable utility spells, and this is S tier. Again, I think there are some things that aren't as good or things that I expected to be better from these spells. So I definitely think that the social tab and the friendly player thing is better than it. But I think that a lot of the utility spells will probably be worked on, touched upon. So this could be here if I was more happy with it. But I think it's actually good that they made some trainable utility spells. So definitely an S tier nonetheless. And just so you guys know, this picture of Rapier basically represents all of the PvP changes, all of like the meta, the plans, all of that good stuff. I thought it would be better just to put a picture of Rapier. I think that makes more sense. I'm going to put this at a solid A tier. I think the PvP changes are headed in a right direction. I think things are looking better and more balanced, but I don't think things are there yet. Exactly what I was saying with the animations. Very well could be an S tier, but there's still a lot of work to be done, and I'm personally not really happy with PvP at the moment, because I do low level is kind of being disregarded, but they kind of have to do it, you know. It's just the system, and I can't really get mad at him or anyone, any of the devs for that. But also looking at a max PvP side of view, things are looking amazing, things are turning out super well. But overall, like the stun TC being banned, a lot of things like that. Look, I am not personally fond of that. I love stun TC. I love RNG, but that's just me. So definitely all the PvP changes are very like well deserving of like a good note, I guess I could say. But it's a good A tier. And maybe you'll remake this tier list when the actual update comes out. I think that might be something really fun to do, but for now, just putting it at A tier. I think that's solid. So now we got all of the spell changes. This is just some fun, simple stuff, whatever. All of it kind of goes in the same boat. Like, as you can see here, I'm going to put this stuff here. We got the brand new bubbles for life and death. I'm also counting these as both of the damage bubbles, so I'm definitely going to put them there. Pierce blades, I think they could be an amazing meta coming up, but I don't think they're suited yet. I think it's an interesting change, but I feel like gear needs to be changed for Shrike would need a change. Like, some other things at like max would need some changes before Pierce blades are actually viable. So I'm gonna put SC there. I don't even see myself using it. I don't see a lot of people using it, but definitely if things are changed, it could even be a B and maybe an A if it becomes that viable. Same with traps. I don't really care for traps all that much. That's end of story. I don't really care. And now we're left with Dark Pact and Sacrifice. I think Sacrifice is an easy B tier, and then I'll give Dark Pact. What do I give it? I'll give it a low A. I think that's pretty good. I'm actually lying. I'm going to give that right above there. I think that's an amazing change. I think Sacrifice is good too, but with more healing, nerfs, buffs, crit changes, it could definitely be interesting. I'll actually move it to high B. I think that's more deserving, but definitely it needs some work. That's the thing about most of this list. Most of the things you see here could easily be bumped up a tier besides Beastmoon. I really do not care that much about Beastmoon. But most of these things could definitely be bumped up a tier if they were just worked on and had more thought put into them. And yeah, I know they can't. It's a test run. Things are meant to be tested, okay? I'm aware. But I'm just saying, as it stands now, this is where things stand. And I will totally remake this list in the future once the update actually drops. So yeah, that's it. Later.